In today's over-advertised world, 92% of consumers trust family and friends' recommendations over advertising. This probably doesn't sound like a surprise to you, but why spend so much money on advertising if there's a more impactful way to reach your audience? This is called brand experience strategy. Stijn Spaas is a brand experience strategist. He started his career during his communication studies as a 19-year-old founder and producer of a global marketing conference in Belgium. While still studying, he co-organized successful brand experiences in Cannes, France for clients such as Lionsgate, Publicis Group, CBS, and many more. Later, he continued his career in Los Angeles at the strategic brand consulting firm Innovation Protocol, building brand programs for Fortune 500 companies to nonprofits. Today, major organizations such as the American Marketing Association, Vistage, and multiple respected universities around the world have found value in his guest lectures, podcasts, articles, and events.
Today, advertising is everywhere. This is not an eye-opening statement. I'm not the first to tell you this, but as more and more local small to medium-sized businesses have to compete with corporate giants that can afford to spend big on advertising, I would like to inspire local businesses with a new way of reaching customers. Every single day, there are about 10,000 marketing messages broadcasted to us. Companies pay thousands of dollars for billboards that we don't even look at. We decide to go to the bathroom when commercials come on. We get marketing emails we delete before even reading them. And YouTube, Facebook, and other media make us wait a couple of seconds before the big majority of us just really hits the skip button. And too many times our lives are interrupted with advertisements that we don't really want. Currently, or for now, we have accepted this because our social media and our media stays free as long as we watch ads, right? Therefore, all we can do is encourage big brands to keep sponsoring our platforms. One can argue whether or not, people are actually paying attention to these ads, but even if they are, 70% of consumers don't trust the ads they're currently seeing or hearing. Then what or who do consumers trust? Research has shown that they trust family, friends, and their recommendations. People love to hear, watch, and share stories from the people they love, no matter if it's on or offline. Instead of interrupting those stories with ads, your brand can try to become those stories. This concept really sounds like word-of-mouth marketing, and that's actually exactly what it is. Word-of-mouth marketing is the most impactful way of marketing, and it has always been like this. But the scale of it has only gotten bigger since the birth of internet, and even more so since the introduction of social media. And then also its stories, right? The internet content used to be ruled by advertisers, bloggers, and influencers. Today, the social media feature that Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and now even Google actually, not coincidentally called stories, has allowed everyone to post 24/7 without looking like social media freaks. The temporality of posts has increased people's urge to continuously create content, to continuously create stories. If you really want to build trust with people, your brand should become part of these stories instead of interrupting them with ads. So how do you end up in these stories? Whether on or offline, think about the stories you're currently hearing or seeing from others, and even sharing yourself, right? What are they about? People are traveling, going out for brunches, visiting museums, finding themselves opening packages, interacting with fancy products and friendly staff. Virtually all of these stories happen to be experiences. And therefore, if you want your brand to end up in those stories, you'll need to deliver an experience. Or dare I say, over-deliver an experience. Because, who shares average anyway, right? The reason I call this brand experience strategy and not customer experience strategy is because companies often forget that it's not just their customers, but everyone has the ability to tell stories. Think staff, suppliers, vendors, and other stakeholders. Just because you pay your staff and your vendors doesn't mean that they won't be honest to their friends and family about the experiences they've had with your brand, right? The fact that people want to see and share stories of their loved ones also doesn't mean that you can share stories about your own business. Just realize that every story shared by or told by you, including other people you pay to share stories, for example, influencers, will never really be as powerful as organically sparked stories. Time is the most valuable thing we own. Instead of stealing this from us by obligating us to watch ads, create experiences that make us happy, experiences that inspire us or teach us, experiences that we are glad to share with our loved ones. And the best thing about this actually is that these experiences will not only get widely shared, but you can also charge a premium for it. And you know, your actions speak louder than your words, so stop telling us how amazing you are, make us experience it, and then we will spread the word.
Thank you very much, everybody.